I guess I don't really, have much of an option but to get started here. Doing audio check. That's all good. To watch myself on YouTube, make sure things are going all right. Come on, stream, catch up. Yeah, okay. At least I'm audible. What is that? No one's really watching, so. Should I see if any the numbers go up at all? Alright. Well, I guess it really shouldn't matter what the viewer count is. I gotta do what I gotta do. I gotta be the performer no matter what. So I think that Pokemon characters, people have done all sorts of ways to sort them out, but I think we could come up with more creative ways than that. So I first wanted to go over with the basics. Who design-wise. Some are better than others. They clearly cared more about some designs than others. That's just how it goes. This one is quick. Number 1 is Marnie, and then everyone else. So, now that we've gotten that out of the way, we get to the real important things, like crime. I think it's worth, guessing. I think it's worth considering. I think that some gym leaders have commit crimes. I mean, we gotta be real here. In the manga, half of them are criminals, just canonically. So, you might as well extend that to the game. So I'm going to sort this out. Has been to prison. Has been arrested. Has been in a scandal. There's a difference. There's a difference. It needs to be at a row above. Now, broken out of prison. There we go. Oh, chat's finally working. Are we taking character and teams into account? I think it's just character, because there's no such thing as bad Pokemon. It's all about the trainer. That's what they say all the time. So I think it's just kind of worth considering the personality. Getting my phone up here so I can look at chat in the meantime. My phone is being supported by Marnie Plush. Thank you, Marnie. Has been in a scandal. It's a clean record. Too clean. What should be in the center here? On watch. So it looks like it's going over. We got the trial captains, the kahunas are in here too, which is nice. I don't think much about Alina. I think Lana though. Lana is too clean. Just a little. I don't trust Lana. Lana is incredibly powerful, as we know from the anime and the manga. And once she gets angry, she is unstoppable. So the fact that her record is clean is a little bit suspicious, I'm not going to lie. Oh, and I haven't mentioned, but today's hat is the old Inland Empire 66ers minor league baseball team hat. Yeah. Sketchy. I'm not going to say they're sus. I'm not going to. You're not going to get that from me. So, Kiawe, clean. I don't think there's anything wrong with him. He's a very good boy in the anime and the manga. So, and that's the same with Mallow. They're just good kids. Watch the Sun and Moon anime. This is my official endorsement for it. It's so good. Sophocles is a little sketchy because I don't trust programmers. I went to engineering school. I gotta say, you never know. My school got hacked. Like, my school got a cyber attack on it at the end of finals this year. You just never know. Acerola talks to ghosts, so, you know, by definition, she hits that sketch, you know. By the way, I'm so happy that the chat is working. You can barely see it over the Grookey, but, you know, it's something. Maybe I can... There we go. Alright, people are filing in now. Okay. Mina has definitely been arrested on, like, drugs. I know it's the common joke, but that girl is literally huffing paint. There's no two ways about it. Just look at her. I mean, I know, again, it's the common joke, but we have to be real here. Mina's huffing paint. Or worse. By the way, my last stream got copyright struck. Like, it's still up there, but because I used the dog show footage, it got struck. It's crazy. I mean, I'm not really worried about it, because I don't plan on making money off of any of these. But, you know. That was my first copyright strike. I'm a real YouTuber now. Hala, clean record. I don't, you know. There's not much about him. Olivia, too. She's just a little lonely. What about trespassing? Well, if you've been caught trespassing, you've been arrested for it. Nanu is a police officer, but he's definitely been in a scandal. Like I think that's pretty much canon because of the whole Interpol post-game story in Sun and Moon. Where there's the whole thing about, like, oh yeah, an Interpol person died, and that's why Annabelle's there now. That's definitely a scandal. Hapu is good. I don't know if Hapu is supposed to be a small adult or just a child, and I still haven't figured that out. Roxanne, it depends. Because in the game, she's fine. In the manga, she's just kind of a bitch. So, I guess she's in the sketchy. Raleigh has definitely been arrested for, like, trespassing or something. Watson has literally been in a scandal because of the whole new mobile thing. Nanu is connected with Giovanni in the anime? Man, I did not watch that episode. They are mutuals. They are Twitter mutuals. I like that you phrased it like that. Oh man, my friend just told me there's a drama alert going on. Oh man. Well, what's that going on? Do I interrupt my stream for drama alert? I'll let that load on my phone. Flannery, I think clean record. She's too new. She's too new. Oh, it's about a cosplayer. Okay, that's nothing interesting. Wow, a cosplayer had a scandal. That's different. Anyway, Norman in the manga went to gym leader prison. Like he didn't go to jail, but he was like banned from being a gym leader for 7 years. Because he took blame for letting Rayquaza go. Um, the manga had a whole thing about it. Okay, so like the Devon Corporation was doing experiments on Rayquaza. Rayquaza got out, and it was Ruby's fault technically, but Norman took the fall. And he was banned from being a gym leader for a few years, even though he passed the exams. So he has been to prison in a sense. Winona has definitely been arrested. Specifically, this is Winona in Masters. Winona in Masters has been arrested. Every other Winona's fine. Winona in Masters talks to birds, and she has definitely trespassed. So, she has either trespassed or been arrested for talking to birds. Tate and Liza are too clean. I don't trust psychics. And this, I'm gonna have to enter sensitivity training because I don't trust psychics. Wallace has scandal vibes. Everybody who dresses like that fashionably has been in a scandal. That's just facts. And same goes with Juan. Faulkner in the manga is a police officer, which is a fun fact. Bugsy is literally the most boring gym leader. I'm sorry. I hate Bugsy. Mallow was Mina's grass dealer. There is that weird thing in the games where you like go up to Mallow and she's surrounded by like grass Pokemon in the forest and like inhaling grass Pokemon fumes, I guess. The original premise for gym leaders was that if they lost 3 times, they get fired. Yeah, I think the manga had some like relic of that. Gen 1 was weird. There was a lot of Gen 1 weirdness that extended to the manga too. I think Whitney's been to prison. Just look at that. Like, that smile just kind of tells me. I don't know. Morty's fine. Chuck is fine. Jasmine is fine, too. The Johto gym leaders aren't particularly, like, you know, edgy, except for Claire. Price in the manga was, like, the Team Rocket leader, so he's been to prison, I guess. Claire has definitely been to prison. Or she's been arrested. I don't think she's been to jail. I don't think she's been, like, actually convicted of anything. But she's definitely not nice. I like how Claire, in universe, is disliked. Like, it's characters in the game will be like, oh, yeah, Claire, she's terrible. Viola's fine. Grant has been arrested for trespassing because he climbs everything. Karina's probably fine. Probably. Yeah, she gets sketchy. Ramus is fine. Clement, too. Valerie's a little sketchy just because, fairy types, first of all, don't trust like that. Secondly, I don't know why her eyes look that way. Thirdly, her clothes weigh 33 pounds. And fourthly, I haven't seen her do anything in any canon, so we could just put her in the sketchy category. Olympia's fine. Wolfric, too. The Kanto gym leaders are all very, like, just plain. I'm not gonna lie. Why do people hate Claire? I don't know. I mean, like, there's a good reason to. She's whiny and mean. And doesn't lose well, so that's probably why. Lieutenant Surge has a... I mean, I could make a war crimes joke there, but maybe he's been arrested. I don't know. He's been in a scandal. We'll call it that. Erica's definitely been in a scandal. Koga, no. Sabrina broke out of prison. She can do that. Blaine, too. Giovanni literally has. Janine's okay. No, computer, please. Okay, there we go. Blue's, like, been in a scandal. Say no more. There's a great scene in Masters where, sorry, my computer is, starting to have its moments. There's a great scene in Masters with, with Luzamine sees Claire talking to Lily, and like Luzamine is so disgusted by Claire's existence that her maternal instincts actually kicked in, and she was like, I don't know what that is, but get it the fuck away from Lily. It was great. She was worried that she'd start dressing like Claire. Masters has some good stuff in it. I don't have it, but I watch I see like the little things every now and then. Blaine has been arrested for spoon crimes in the manga. Blaine has like this whole thing with Mewtwo. I forget if he created Mewtwo. It's been like an actual decade since I read Fire and Leaf Green, so I don't know. Yeah, I don't have much to say about Gardenia. Or Maylene in this. I have some stuff to say about Maylene, just not in this context. Maylene is Maylene has this weirdly sad backstory about her father being a gambling addict. And, like, she's dirt poor because all the money she gets from doing gym leader stuff is just taken by her father. It's, like, weird that they just threw that in there. Crasher Wake is a pro wrestler, so he, by definition, has to have been in a scandal. That's his whole career. Like, it's not a real scandal, but, like, you know, you have to do it. Fantina's fashionable, so she gets in that category, too. Byron's fine. Candace has definitely been arrested. I like to think that Snowpoint is like the Pokemon equivalent of Alaska. So she owns like 17 rifles and like 3 handguns. And you know, this is considered necessary and normal in Snowpoint. Volkner has been to, probably went to prison for like breaking his entire city's power grid because he was bored. I would imagine that's like an offense. The Striaton Trio are incredibly boring, and I don't have anything to say about them. Sorry to the 2 Striaton Trio fans that exist. Lenore's fine, Berg is fine. Blaine was part of the team who made Mewtwo. Yeah, okay, so my memory served me, right? Elisa has been in a scandal, but it was like a very fake one that she did just to like get in magazines, because I don't think Elisa would ever say anything mean to anybody. She's just a good person. Clay is a mayor, so he's okay. Skyla's been arrested. Again, she just gives off those vibes to me. It's that smile. The smile that just says, I have been arrested. I'm not sure what she'd be arrested. I mean, I could just say trespassing for a lot of them. But I feel like it's more like reckless plane flying. Bryson is sketchy. I'm not gonna lie. Drayden has a clean record despite the fact that his backstory consists of just picking up a child out of a secluded village. In the manga, he met Iris because he went to, like, a dude called him to Johto and was like, hey, take this kid and train her, I guess. Oh yeah, Skyla's been arrested for her gym. That's what she's been arrested for. Iris has that same type of smile that Candace and Skyla do. She's been to prison. Well, she's not been. She's definitely been arrested for like climbing things that she shouldn't. So kind of like Grant. You have Charon. Charon is so straight edge. I actually think that there's another side of him. Like, yes, he's a normal type trainer. Yes, he's a teacher. Yes, he's snorting cocaine on the students' desks after school. Oh, I heard an alert box. It scared the hell out of me. Ah, GQ Smith just subscribed. Thank you. Marlon is sketchy because of his tan line. He is not like a tan person. He is like a very pale dude who has a very specific tan line all over his body except his waist and his feet, and I hate it. They got rid of Iris by sending her off to Johto. Is that what they did in the anime? I don't know what they did in the anime. In the manga, she's from Johto. Like the village of dragons is just Blackthorn, and she's from Johto. Milo has a clean record. Nessa's probably been arrested, for having like a tantrum and breaking something. Kabu's fine. B got arrested for steroid use. Alistair's a good boy. I think Opal's been to prison. Like, she's old. She's a gym leader. I like, maybe in her past, She's been to prison for something. Bede, you know what? Bede gets his own category. Will go to prison someday. Oh, whoops. That'll be like purple or something. Like, Bede hasn't done anything bad yet, but I'm 1000% sure he will. Gordy's probably okay. Melanie's probably okay. Piers is definitely okay. I know that he looks sketchy, but as we all know, he isn't. He's just good. And so is Marnie. Raihan has been to prison, though. I don't trust Raihan. I think Raihan has, like, every athlete model problem possible. Like, he's gotten, he has personality issues with talking with other people. He's got drug issues. He has spending issues. He has like partying issues. I think he has all the issues. He's an influencer and a pro athlete. Right, so this is tier list number 1. Alistair is too clean. What's wrong with Alistair? I know he's a ghost boy, but he's just a good shot. You know what? He is too clean. You're right. There's like this gigantic fan fiction out there. There's a gigantic fan fiction out there that's like B and Alistair being adoptive siblings. It's pretty good. I wouldn't say it's written the best, but there's a lot of good content. Bede should have gone to prison after destroying a historical landmark. Like I said, he will. He hasn't yet, but he will. What's wrong with Sharon? Well, like I said, he's a normal type teacher. He's just too clean. He's too plain. I don't know. Something puts me off. That's all. So here is the full tier list. Oh, they can do alignment charts now? Oh, that's wild. All right, so that's 1. What do the alignment charts look like? Oh, like this? Oh, that's great. You know what? This, okay, I am gonna do it like this. It's going to be... On psychoactive medicine, No. That's like, it's like not catchy enough. Gym leader politics. On Ritalin. No. This should be like on Ritalin. Should be on. Something like that. This is gonna get cluttered. Jeez. It's like too specific, but I don't know how to do it in a way that's catchy. Okay, so yeah, you just drop them in like that. Oh, it's gonna get so crowded, there's too many of them. Let's go back to tier. Tiers. Okay. I mean, let's make this a little bit PC. Let's just say a little wacky. Little, in pocket. A little wacky. Let's delete the last row. A lot of wacky. Gym leader politics. Gym leader politics is a big thing in the manga. It's like, that's like a problem. That was like a whole thing. That was what like Ruby and Sapphire was about gym leader politics and how they all hated each other. And all the issues that caused. On meds, not on meds, should have meds, shouldn't have meds. I guess we could do it like that. Yeah. What do you guys think? The tier list or the alignment chart? By the way, I have all my plushies behind me. Like you can't really see them, but there's the Rayquaza plushie. I have a lot of plushies because, you know, my friends know I like Pokemon a lot, so like for presents, they're like, "Oh, I got you a plushie," and eventually I had to tell them to stop getting me so many plushies. Yeah, Red and Blue was like, why are the Elite Four actually supervillains? Half the gym leaders were too. Yeah, let's go back to the alignment chart. I like it better. Longquaza. Yeah, on meds, or... Yeah, this is also my endorsement for the manga. Read the manga. It's gonna get very cluttered very fast. I can't take Alima off the chart. Oh no. He's like here. Not on meds, but also she shouldn't be on meds. Like, but for different reasons. I just don't think her powers should be restricted. You know? It's Lana. So I guess she would be like this corner. Kiawe has a bit of an anger issue, but I think he's fine. So he gets, like, here. Mallow's fine. He's fine. I wish this was, like, a bigger screen. It's gonna get very out of control very fast. Oh, good. I can reset it. Okay. Okay. So we start again. I think we should just limit it to you know, like the actual suspect cases. You know, so Lana is way up here. Unrestrained, uncontrolled, flourishing. Mina's on meds, but not in the way she should be, if you catch my drift. Winona in like the manga is here. Like, she's totally cool in the manga. She's awesome in the manga. In the game, she's here. In Masters, she's, like, here. In Masters, she's like, I just think we should all, you know, you should take a second to talk to the wind. I used to want to be a bird Pokemon. Sometimes I go up in the trees and sing like a bird. Something's a little bit off, that's all I'm saying. The manga's just Winona on the meds, and the Masters is her off the meds. She couldn't get them on the little, like, island that they're on. I think Whitney is also, like, here. Everyone else I'm skipping, just assume they're, like, totally neutral on this chart. Claire's, like, a little bit, but not as much as she should be, because she's like, she's using it like a college student does. Like, it's for performance, but really she needs other help to learn how to not be a terrible person. Who else is, like, a special case? Blaine's, like, here. I think he should also be unrestrained. Nessa's, like, in the same category as Mina. She's, like, between Mina and Claire. Because something's riling her up. That's all I'm saying. Raihan's kind of similar. Like, Raihan should be, like, right next to Mina. Who is on their meds as they should be? You see, that's what I'm trying to figure out. How can you tell? Probably, like, someone like Jasmine. You know, Jasmine is good. She's just a little bit anxious. You know, she's doing okay. She's just a little anxious. It's helping her. Jasmine is a role model for all of us. Erica's in this category down here. She's with the people who could, you know, stand for a little bit of change in the psychoactive chemicals. Brawley's on something. I'd say he's on something. Candace is on the stuff that makes you, like, not feel cold anymore. Like, the stuff that they gave to Germans invading Russia in World War II. She's on that. I think they gave them methamphetamines. But she's a little cuckoo, so you could put her in this category. Iris is under control to some extent. So she's kind of like Brawly in that regard. Janine with all the daddy issues. Yeah, good point. I think Volkner should I think Volkner needs a little bit of help. Skyla's here too. She's like all the way at the top. No stable person designs a gym like that. Oh yeah, Berg is an artist. So probably, yeah. Valerie sniffs paint. She probably does. We could put her here. Berg, as a struggling artist with a second job, is definitely on something, whether he should be or not. Bryson is kind of in that Lana category. He acts just a bit yeah. He's theatrical. I don't know how much of that is an act. He kind of brings it into the real world a little bit much. Also, Elisa... No, I think Elisa is okay. Like, I think Elisa's down here. I think Elisa's fine. Where's Sabrina? There she is. Like, I'm not messing with that. I don't think we should touch Sabrina in this case. Who else? Who else is like thoroughly eccentric enough? Watson's definitely seen stuff from all like the all the new Mauville stuff, you know. Nanu. I'm gonna put him here. I don't think anybody else is notable. Alright, what else do we got? Oh yeah, Giovanni is doing his hardcore crime boss drugs. Yeah, I don't think anybody else here is particularly notable, you know. Well, except for, okay, Charon, I'll put him here. Everyone else you could just assume is in, like, the center. Okay. Next tier list. Oh, yeah, I forgot Roxy. You're right, she is a rock star. I don't think she's doing anything, honestly. That being said, she definitely shouldn't be messed with. Roxanne, on the other hand, is like her polar opposite. Especially like manga Roxanne, who's just very on edge. Whoops. Norman's also like here. I do want to jump to the next list though. I want to who's cooler in the games, who's cooler in the manga, who's cooler in the anime. These are important distinctions to make. Or I mean, we do have to add the obligatory simply not cool. Like, Alima's just kind of not... He's, like, cooler in the anime by like, barely anything. he does ping pong and has a lot of fangirls, and that's about it. So I guess he's cooler in-universe in the anime, but... Lana gets her own category again, because I think she's cool in everything. In her own ways, she is cooler in each of the mediums. In the games, she's just kind of chill. In the manga, she has like her battle mode where she kind of just goes crazy and like just gets super angry and fears nothing. And in the anime, she's just power. She's just raw power and strength. Fish fear her. So Lana is cooler in everything. Hiawe is cooler in the manga, but I like him better in the anime. In the manga, like the Sun and Moon manga was kind of bland, but he has some good scenes where he's like, you know, actually he gets the shit beaten out of him in the manga, so he's cooler in the anime. Mallow has her best character development in the anime, so she gets it there. She's cool in everything, but she gets it in the anime. And that's similar with Sophocles, like, he's just a good boy. Fantina is on something. Should I add Fantina to the drug tier list? Yeah. Anyway. Acerola, she's cool in everything. Love Acerola. She's just good. Mina's fun in the games. She doesn't really have much screen time in either the manga or the anime. She has a couple episodes in the anime and a little bit in the manga. Fish fear me, women fear me, all life ceases in my presence. I am Lana, destroyer of all that breathes. Reality falls apart at my command. That's just how she feels in the anime, I'm not gonna lie. We need a category that's just like... It's just like, eh. That's how I feel about, like, Hala. It's like, eh. He's just not memorable enough for me. Olivia's really fun in the anime. Let's see, Nanu. That's a tough one. I think he's just good at everything. I didn't watch the Nanu episodes of the anime, but from what it sounds... I mean, I watched like a couple of them, but I know he's in more. Wait, no. I remember the Team Rocket one now. No, okay, yeah, he was cool. He's cool. He has a big thing in the games. I guess we should give him the games, because that's where he has most of the stuff. In the manga, again, the Sun Moon manga was pretty bland. I don't remember much of that. Hapu got more stuff in the anime because the Sun Moon anime slapped. And you're going to see a similar pattern for Hoenn in the manga. Roxanne is cooler in the manga. Brawly's cooler in the manga. They're all better in the manga. Norman used a gorilla to throw a staircase at his son in the manga. That was pretty cool. Winona in the manga is in charge of all the gym leaders, and she's, like, very commanding, and she, like, you know, she's just cool. She's tough. She's fearless. I can't complain. A role model for 11-year-old me, not gonna lie. Tate and Liza are not cool. In the manga, they are the only Hoenn gym leaders that weren't cool. Them and Juan, because while everybody else from Hoenn was fighting to the death for their region, they were on Mirage Island, just kind of messing around, not doing much. So, like, come on, guys. Wallace in the manga is so cool that he dated Winona. And not only did he date Winona, she broke up with him because he was chosen to be champion, and this intimidated her because of, like, oh, he's so much stronger than me, and that makes me uncomfortable. That's how cool he is. There's, like, a crumb on my placemat. That makes me upset, because I like this placemat. Is Hapu a kid or an adult? I don't know. I've tried to answer this before. I don't know. Faulkner, I guess the manga. Bugsy's not cool. Whitney's cooler in the games just because she's terrifying as an opponent to face if you don't know what you're doing. She doesn't really do much in the anime, and she doesn't do much in the manga, so... Morty's cool in the manga. He's a clairvoyant, so he, like, can see where objects are no matter where, like, how far away they are. It's pretty neat. Chuck is kind of eh. There is no bad portrayal of Jasmine. She is a good person, and is always cool. She takes a few L's in the manga, but we can't fault her for being caught in an earthquake, and running to the top of a building instead of, you know, doing anything intelligent. We can't fault her. We all make mistakes. Price in the manga is much cooler than in his other appearances by, like, such a long shot. It's not even funny. Claire is not cool. This is facts. X and Y is also going to be similar for the gym leaders with the manga, because the X and Y manga is crazy. Considering what they had to work with, it's insane. I don't know how they did it, but hey, I'm not complaining. Viola in the manga gets hit with a sword, gets knocked unconscious, and then wills herself awake so she can insult Karina, and then battle with a gaping head wound. So she is much cooler in the manga than she is in the games, or the anime. Grant doesn't have much screen time in anything. In the anime, he's climbs everything. He's the man who can climb everything. And he's just kind of a goof. In the manga, he's a lot more sarcastic. That's a tough one. I guess I prefer the goof, you know? Yeah, Viola is rad. I wish she had more screen time. I wish the XY manga was longer. It's good. Karina Karina, let's see. I mean, she's the only memorable gym leader from XY in the games, according to most people. In the anime, she has most screen time of any of the gym leaders. Yeah, Clement gets the anime just because he was a main character. Karina in the manga. Karina in the manga is a lot of fun because she's very like theatrical and bodacious, and she gets psychologically traumatized though. So I guess we have to give it to her for the sacrifice she made to her own health. Ramus is not cool. He's just an old dude. Valerie doesn't have screen time in anything that I remember. She had like one episode in the X and Y anime because the Sun and Moon is the only region that actually gave development to anyone. So I guess she's kind of Olympia's not cool. Wolfric didn't have enough screen time in anything. They're both If they aren't in anything, I just have to go like based off of what little we have. It's just like Brock. I mean, obviously the anime, and I have to decide if I actually liked Misty as a character. Like, even in the anime. Did I like Misty at all? Ten Surge was evil in the manga, I'm pretty sure. Erica's not cool in anything, but, you know, she's there. Kogo was cooler in the manga. Serena was terrifying in the anime. She was cooler in the manga, I think, but, like, the lasting psychological impact that the anime episodes about Sabrina had on me, I really can't ignore. Blaine is so much cooler in the manga, holy shit. Giovanni's cool in everything he's in, not gonna lie. Jeanine actually has character in the manga, so she gets that. I don't even think she's in the anime. Blue... Well, he's the main character in the manga. I guess he's cool in everything. Rourke is It's like, just not that cool. Gardenia isn't cool. Sorry, Gardenia. Maylene is cool, and she's coolest in the manga. Crasher Wake is cool in everything, because he's big wrestler man. Fantina is, just never made a lasting impression on me. I remember Byron's episode in the anime, like, 10 years later, so I think that should say a lot, because I don't remember his role in the manga. I just remember in the anime he screamed a lot. Candace is cool in everything she's in. In the game, she's just fun. In the manga, she has a lot of screen time with the main character, and that also applies to the anime as well. So, she's good in everything. Volkner was the coolest in the edgy Pokemon fanfics I read when I was 12, where he then dies. But, because it's not an option on here, Misty as a cameo character after she left is actually pretty good. The thing is about Misty as a cameo character is that, like, the thing is about Sun and Moon is that they put so much more effort into it, character-wise, that, like, Misty and Brock they literally can only be there for a couple episodes because they exhaust everything they have trying to keep up with the others. Like, that's how it felt watching it. There's a great scene of Volkner in the manga where he gets an emergency text on his Pokegear, and it's like, emergency, all gym leaders please report to Mount Coronet, and he just deletes it. These guys aren't cool. Sorry. Lenora's pretty cool. Yeah, she's cooler in the games, though. I don't really remember her in anything else. Maybe she's in the category. Berg isn't cool. You can see I have a thing against bug-type specialists, except for Viola. Elisa is, I'm actually gonna say she was a lot more fun in the games than she was in anything else. Just because, she's entertaining. And she has the best gym in Black 2 White, too. Clay, I don't remember in anything. Skyla, Skyla in the anime is just kind of an idiot. Skyla in the manga. Oh, she's also kind of an idiot. I guess we'll give her the games. Bryson's really cool in the manga. Like, I still remember him. Drayden's cool in everything. Drayden was awesome in Generations. I love how they just made him a big anime muscle man. Iris is also... I mean, nobody liked Iris in the anime. She's kind of like Ahsoka, if Ahsoka never got better. But... Oh yeah, I forgot Silent was in the anime. Speaking of Black and White. So I guess you could say Iris was cooler in the game. In the game she becomes champion, so she is cooler. Charon is... Roxy. It's not really in anything but the games. I think she's Ash's 8th gym badge. Yeah, she is. You know what? I actually remember her anime episode. I'm gonna put her here. Marlin isn't cool. The Switch characters haven't really been in anything else, and the Sword and Shield manga is Garbo, so they get the games by default. I mean, Twilight Wings exists, but we'll just say that's an extension of the games. Just check this out. Bede is not cool. Bede is bastard. A little bastard boy. Marnie's coolest form is as the plushie that's holding up my phone, but that's also not an option on here, so... Raihan isn't cool. Raihan is coolest in the 3 billion Fujoshi fanfics that exist with him. Just kidding. He's not cool there either. What's next for tier lists? You reminded me that they're doing something different in the anime now. Is it a reboot sort of thing? I remember Ash not knowing things he totally should. I haven't watched Journeys, but I know that he's, like, going around a lot of regions, and it's not a reboot because he still remembers people. Like, I saw his fight against Iris because I love how she's animated, but, why did I watch that episode? I think it was posted somewhere, but... Point is, like, he remembers Iris, so it's not a reboot. I'm not sure. Like, I'm not sure what the whole ordeal is. I think he's just... I think the premise is he's traveling around and he's trying to become, like, #1 in the world. All I know is that the rankings are really out of whack, like, it's like Lance, it's like Leon is #1, Lance is #2, Um, that Lance's numbers... No, Leon's number 1. Yeah, Lance is number 2, Raihan's number 7, and then B is, like, number 200, and then Karina's number 1,000, and I have no idea how any of this works. Iris, like, wasn't in the top 100. It was really weird. What should this one be? I don't think it's that Ash is, like, being retconned into being a bad battler. Let's be real here. The Alola League is the most backwater championship he could have won. Lily placed top 16. Gym lethality. Yeah, we could do that. We could do that. We could do... Oh, wait, no. I know what I want to do. Yes. Gym Leader's Hunger Games tier list. What are these? Let's see. It's so macabre. There's like... I like came across like a Galar Hunger Games fanfiction that's still updating, and like I check that it updates. I want to see where this goes. Hold on, no, this should be like dies. But we all know Lana wins. We've established this. I think Kiawe could put up a good fight. I don't think Mallow's making it very far. I think she's smart enough not to go in, but then like just kind of, you know, sits there with the aromas of the comfy and until she kind of keels over. We know Sophocles isn't making it out. Is Ash actually visiting Galar in Journeys? I don't know. I don't think he has. Maybe. No, because I saw, like, pictures of Sonia in the anime, so he has to have. But, yeah, I don't think Sword and Shield gave them enough material to work with. Clearly, the manga creator took X and Y and made it into one of the best stories he's had. He could not do anything with Sword and Shield. Like, that should say a lot. I think Acerola would put up a good fight. Mina just doesn't care. Hala can make it pretty far. I don't think Olivia makes it very far, though. Nanu's, like, hyper-aware, so I think he just died in a fight. Hapu? He couldn't put the Dark Souls music into the manga. No, he couldn't. It was tragic. I had no idea what was going on with the Sword and Shield soundtrack. I mean, I don't think the composers did either, but you know. Going by her performance in the manga, Roxanne dies, like, pretty soon, but not super soon. Brawly is the same. Alima uses his cake baking skills to blend into the background. Listen, I like the Hunger Games. That is still the dumbest thing in the world. I think Norman could make it Final Four. So could Winona. Wallace assuming it's in the manga makes it far, though. Juan's, like, not even there. Bugsy dies in the first 30 seconds. I think Whitney makes it pretty far. Morty has his, like, psychic abilities, but that's not really gonna help him here. Chuck, I think, like, yes, he's super strong. But think about, like, how much you need to eat to keep up that physique. Like, he probably has a huge calorie requirement, so I think he'd die from exposure, actually. I don't think Jasmine is making it very far, but in the, like... Hold on. No, I hate... Oh my gosh, I hate this UI so much. Eh. I'm just gonna say spared. It's just Jasmine. They decided she's gonna be the one exception. Price obviously isn't making it very far. I think Claire would just go, like, too headstrong and lose that way. We've established that Viola has actually some pretty good resistance or resilience, so I think she makes it kind of far, but not super far. Grant is a climber, so he has the terrain advantage. I just don't think he's much of a fighter. Karina's not gonna make it out. She's too bodacious. She's, like, you know, she cares more about that rebel life. You know, she just goes right in on the skates and, like, crashes into the wall or something. Valerie, okay, the fact that Valerie's clothes weigh 33 pounds means she actually does have some level of strength in her. So I think she'd just die of exposure first. The old man's the only one armed. He's got scissors. This is true. I just think somebody would take them from him. Ulfric has the same problem as Chuck. I think he'd last longer than Chuck because he's used to the elements, but you know. Baraka's kind of too average to say anything about. Lieutenant Surge, if we're assuming this is anime Lieutenant Surge, I mean, he's gonna make it pretty far. He's like 11 feet tall. He's gonna go down fighting, is all I'm saying. The fighting gym leaders all go off on their own to do a free for all MMA fight between them. Probably. You know, if they can make it that long. Koga as a ninja, probably Final Four. Sabrina, I think, is another winner. Yeah, there could be two winners. Yeah, we could say these are all different events. Blaine, yeah, I don't think he's making it very far. Giovanni has the connections. But I think he'd be taken... Like, I think he'd die from exposure because he has the cushy mafia boss lifestyle. Janine, I think, would, like, get pretty far, but then get caught because, you know, she's just too inexperienced. Blue goes here. I don't think Rourke's making it. I know he's a minor, I just don't think he's making it. The same goes with his... Maybe his dad would last a little bit longer. Maylene's also young and inexperienced, so that's probably why she wouldn't make it very far. Crash Your Wake has the mass issue that the others have. Karina trips at the entry on her rollerblades. Yeah. Yeah, essentially. Candace makes it pretty far because, again, she's used to the climate. But I don't think she has enough fighting prowess. Vulcaner just doesn't care. Vulcaner didn't show up. These guys all go here. Skyla, I think, has something of a chance. It's, like, not a big chance, but I think she has it. Bryson's probably, like, Final Four. And so is Drayden. Iris can be in the trees for a good amount of time, so, you know, she has that going for her. I'm gonna put my hat back on because my forehead looks big on screen. I don't like that. Milo can last pretty long. Because he's like he's muscular, but he's also small. So, like, maybe he's just not situational, but he doesn't have the situational awareness to really go far. It's kind of the same for Kabu. B goes down fighting. You know, that as she does. Yes, we are adding a Vulcaner tier. We're sparing Alistair. Like, we'll be nice. Piers, like, he's like rail thin. There's no way he's getting far. Marnie is also spared. He got her out. Raihan dies in the first 30 seconds because he's like 6'8", so he just has a gigantic target on his back because everybody can see him. Alright, there's that one. Raihan is killed while updating his social media. Rip Snow MILF. Yes, rip Melanie. Melanie is a design where they knew exactly what they were doing when they made it. Alright, how long have I been streaming for? I've been streaming for like, what, an hour 15? Okay, we have time for a couple more. Let's see, I liked the gym lethality. Like, this gym will kill you. I don't think we need this, like, this many rows. I guess for gyms, like for the trial captains, we could just say those are the trials. Alima's trial was, I'm pretty sure, totally safe. I don't remember. It's just the giant, what's it called? The gumshoes, right? Yeah. Lana's is by the water, so it's a little bit dangerous. Just by proxy of, there's a lake. Kiawe's is in a volcano, so that's treacherous. Mallows is fine, she just has you collect ingredients in the jungle. I forget Sophocles'. Alright, let's do the ones I remember. Acerola's trial will kill you if you're not careful. There's just genuinely ghosts. Mina's doesn't have a trial in Sun and Moon. I know she does in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, but... What's Olivia? Olivia's is just a battle. She doesn't have one. All the kahunas, I'm pretty sure, don't have one. I think Roxanne's is safe. Brawly, I forget. I know Winona's is safe. Anything with water is dangerous, so... So, I have to look up these gems, hold on. Yeah, I guess Brawly's is a little treacherous because there's the tripping hazard. Whitney's is fine. Jasmine's is like a hallway. Like she doesn't even have anything. Anything with ice is treacherous. Yeah, Sabrina has all the invisible walls, which is very dangerous. Or not the invisible. She had the teleporters. Koga had the invisible walls. So Koga's is treacherous too, because like you would hit into invisible walls, and that goes with Janine. Giovanni's will kill you because you're literally walking into a mafia den. You're just looking at trash cans for Lieutenant Surge. Again, anything with water has to be a little bit dangerous. Claire's has like lava that you're floating over, which, doesn't really bode well. Somebody's gonna have to be looking up, what the internal, like, the gyms in X and Y were like, because of... I'm not gonna remember. I know Sunny Shores is like Gears. Anything with ice is dangerous. I think Flannery's is safe. If it's Hot Springs, it's safe. It's not going to burn you. Skyla, of course, is in the major OSHA violations. Because her gym just launches you across cannons, or you're balancing over, like, a gigantic bottomless hangar. Let's just take care of the Swiss gym leaders. They're all... Were there even puzzles in Sword and Shield? I didn't play it. Opals is like a quiz. So is Blaine's, so they get that too. Now I have to look up all the gems. My computer is not liking loading that. Okay, I'll put Nessa under treacherous. What were the other ones like? Lisa's was fine. Like, you were just like walking on a runway. Lisa's gym was so cool. Ah! Elisa's was roller coasters, but like roller coasters are also totally safe, so. Drayden and Iris had those big statues over bottomless pits, so. What are Bees and Alistairs? Let me see this. Spinning teacup? Why is that the Stow on side gym? That doesn't sound safe. You're right. That sounded a bit rough. Marty and Piers don't have a gym, so. Gordy's and Melanie's has a vision, it obscures your vision with weather, so that's a little bit dangerous. Alright, I'm moving these two back up here. Berg had, like, the webs and the honey, but I think it's otherwise safe. It's creepy, but... Marlin, I think, had a water puzzle, so... Erica's was fine. I remember that. Brock was fine. Gardenia was like also like a big flower petal. I don't even think the Striaton trio had a puzzle. Striaton is a quiz, yeah, okay. What's in Hammerlock Stadium? Okay, it's just battles, so. I don't remember Chuck's gym. No, it's literally just you walk through it. Whose gym was it that was like super frustrating that I just went through? I was playing Black 2. Sarah and I were doing Black 2 randomizer. Who was it that was like super frustrating? Clayton, Byron, and Rourke. They're all through mines. Yeah, that's not safe. Whose gym was it that was so frustrating? Shoot, this is gonna bother me now. It was. I think fighting. But there isn't a fighting type in Unova. No, it was Diamond and Pearl. It was Mei Lin's gym. That's safe. Okay, he's safe. I think Charon's was just like a walk through it. Like I don't think there's anything there. What was Fantina's? Oh, it's a darkness puzzle. What's Lenora's gym? Like... Shoot, what was the town name? Oh no. Narcine. Or Nakreen. I probably butchered the pronunciation, but whatever. Morty has invisible edges, so I guess it's a little treacherous. The Silage Gym consists of a large cave with an underground waterfall. Okay, so you have to, like, climb and... Yeah, okay, that's treacherous. Yes, Sophocles is. It's not safe for the Pokemon involved, but it is safe for the trainer. Oh, if he's working with electricity, I'd say that's an OSHA violation. The shallower gym. Oh, it's just like a roller skating rink of some sort. I don't think it's that safe because you're basically going around like a stunt park. That's it, it's pretty treacherous. Viola's probably fine. Wart puzzle. It's okay. Well, it was a tile puzzle in Ruby and Sapphire, and then it was a wart puzzle, and then it was like a glowing orb puzzle. I don't know where to put that one. I guess it's like here. Well, if you're balancing on a spider weapon, yeah, that would be pretty treacherous. Valerie's warping room. Illumio's is quizzes, so I think warping is. I think it's safe. I think it's a little bit dangerous, but I think it's otherwise safe. And then Ramus's gym is a vine-based obstacle course. Swinging on vines? That sounds dangerous. What is Olympia's? Olympia's is like a non-Euclidean space. I don't know what to categorize Olympia's. I don't know, because I don't know if you're actually going through it or if it's like an illusion. Huh. I'll just say that's safe. I think it's safe. Pastoria's pretty normal. Like, there's water involved, so it has the water danger, but other than that, it's fine. Wait, I didn't mean to put blue up there. I don't think the Viridian Gym has a puzzle that I remember. Oh, it's the slide tiles. Last but not least, Ledora's gym is literally a library. It couldn't get much safer than that. So, we got 2 gyms that will kill you, and 5 that are major OSHA violations. I would like to take a trip through the Mistralton gym, not gonna lie. Alright, I am getting pretty tired, but I think I have enough energy left in me for one more tier list, so if you have any ideas, let me know. I'm trying to think what else I could do. Best friend tier list might overlap with cool. I don't know, because, like, as far as the cool tier list goes, like, I don't think I'd want to be friends with someone like Skyla or Giovanni or Drayden. But you're right, it does have more of an overlap. You could do, like, I don't know, maybe you could make it, like, too busy or, like, too boring, but... Drip tier list, yes. Okay, there we go. Wait for this to load. Impossible levels of drip. 0 drip. Minor drip. Average drip. Advanced drip. Honors list drip. And then impossible levels of drip. Alima, no drip. Lana? Okay, like, we've established Lana's power. But does she have drip? Because she's not assuming. And, you know, that's kind of part of drip. Mallow has minor drip. I think the overalls are a pretty good look. Kiawe, I like the kind of tattoo thing he has going on with the shorts. I'd say that's pretty advanced drip. Sophocles doesn't have drip. Acerola, a little bit. Mina, you know, literally just the plain shirt with the jeans. That's kind of as little drip as you can have. Although, again, are we doing this by pure fashion or by, like, the energies they give off? Like, what constitutes drip? Are there any experts in drip among the viewers? I guess. I guess we're doing this kind of just off like essence. The energy is why you wear the drip. Okay. So Lana has top drip. Okay. I'd say Hala's about average. Olivia's got the fashion, so she's pretty advanced. Nanu, honors list. I don't think he's at the top, but he has the power. He just doesn't care. It's just him and his 30 cats. That's drip. Hapu, not gonna lie. Yeah, in the 0 category. Roxanne, too. I think Brawley has a little bit. Watson has a lot. Flannery also pretty minor because she's a little bit of a dork in all iterations. So Norman pretty advanced. Winona is Supreme Jacket drip going by the manga. Her Masters iteration and also just her outfit. I love her design. Tate and Liza. Tate and Liza are matching, which gives them a boost. Wallace in the manga is advanced. So is Juan just by outfit is like average. I think Faulkner has a lot. He just has good vibes. Like, I like the vibes that come off him. Bugsy, we already know. Whitney, Supreme Jacket. She just radiates power. Morty's pretty high up, because I love his design. Chuck kind of has... He's high up for the same reason that Kiawe is. Jasmine has very minor drip, because she's very, like, withdrawn. She doesn't have a presence. Like, she doesn't let you know that she's in the room with you. Really. And goes the price. Claire has, like, very advanced drip. Like, I think she's honors list. It's just a very negative drip. It is a drip that says, that is disgusting. Viola in the manga. Honors list. Grant is average. I think Karina has such an aesthetic about her. But she's not very cool. Like, she can't really back up that aesthetic, so she gets average. Bugsy in the anti-drip tier. Ramus too. And Clement. Valerie is Supreme Jacket, though. Brock, not gonna lie. 0 drip. Misty, too. Lieutenant Surge, some. Erica, not really. Koga has a lot. Sabrina is also in that, like, just supreme tier. So is Blaine for his Heart Gold Soul Silver design. Giovanni, obviously. Janine's like the tier. Janine's the tier below her dad and everything. Blue is pretty minor. In the manga, I would say that it gets pretty high, but as far as the games go, he's just kind of chilling, so. Maylene's learning. She's on her way. Crasher Wake, honors list. Fantina, by being a contest coordinator, gets the advance, because that's like a requirement for the job. Byron, for his anime role, gets honors list. Because when you look like that and you got the voice to back it up, it's power. Candace 2. Volkner has no presence and doesn't care about anything. So I guess he's in minor. He has a good outfit, though. These guys do have some drip just because of their outfits. Like, for once, they're not in, like, the bottom of the barrel category. Berg has anti-drip. Elisa's advanced. Again, she's a model. Clay, because he's a cowboy. Honors list. Skyla, for just not giving a shit. Honors list. She doesn't give a shit, but in a good way. Like, she will shoot you out of a cannon and like, not care about your safety. In that kind of way. Bryson's honors list. Drayden is the Supreme Jacket. Drayden's so cool. I've already established that, though. Iris, too. Iris is a champion. She's a goblin. She can do it all. Roxy's pretty advanced because she's a punk rocker. Marlon has anti-drip just because of his tan lines. Nessa is advanced. She might be honors list, actually. She has a really good design. Kamu's average. B, average. Alistair doesn't really have any, but he doesn't need it. Opal has a little bit. Bede has anti-drip. Or I guess he'd be in the same category as Claire. No, I don't want to do that. The anti-drip tan lines. I guess Bede is in 0. He's just mean to you with, like, nothing to back it up. Gordy has a little bit. Melanie has a ton. Piers is honor roll. But Marnie, I gotta say Marnie is in that top tier. Her design is perfection. Raihan is anti-drip. Every time he takes a selfie, it just sucks your soul out a little bit. Alright. We got our tier lists. We've made some good ones. But we need to start wrapping things up. Next week, I'm gonna try to get something together with my friend Pepper, and we're gonna look at fanfic tropes and just talk about that. And I expect that to be pretty fun. But for now, I'm just gonna wrap this up.